Carly, you got a minute?
Hey, I was just trying to call Michael. You know, he's just been so distant since AJ came back. He's trying to avoid me because he doesn't want to fight.
That's actually what I want to talk to you about.
Sonny, I hate this. I mean, the fact that he's getting close to that son of a bitch after everything AJ did, and Michael won't confide in me, so I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's feeling.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
What's up? What do you want to talk about?
This thing with Michael and AJ. I think I just made it worse.
Hey, Michael. Come on in. You don't have to ring the doorbell. You're welcome anytime.
Expecting somebody else?
Well, actually, Diane was with the DA. Talk about a possible rearrangement.
I hope it works.
Yeah, me too. You know, waiting around to see if you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison is not, I don't recommend it.
Yeah, well, if everyone had to pay for their crimes, there'd be a lot more people in prison.
AJ's back. He's trying to worm himself into Michael's life. How can things be worse?
Michael caught me doing something illegal.
Michael's seen you do things illegal before. He's not easily shocked.
Yeah, well, this is different. I kidnapped Connie.
Yeah.
I should have changed the locks.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yep. Pardon my disappointment. I was hoping you were on a permanent vacation.
Do you have any idea what I've just been through, Johnny?
Nope. Don't care.
Thank you for asking. I was kidnapped. I was tied up in that disgusting warehouse. That smell. I don't think I'll ever be able to drink a cup of coffee again.
Oh, the horror.
I wasn't here for Thanksgiving. You even wonder where I was?
Huh. I gave thanks you weren't here.
What the hell is your problem?
Is that a real question?
We had a moment, or whatever you call it. I made you a sandwich.
You're right. So I'm stuck in a loveless marriage with a woman I can't stand, while the woman I love can't stand me. But hey, I got tomatoes and peanut butter.
Look, I'm just saying you might want to dial down the hostility a notch.
Connie, I can't stand you. If you were to up and disappear, it would be the best day of my life.
Check it out. I found a computer program that makes book covers.
You did this for me?
I mean, I know it's not legit or anything, but
Oh, it's perfect. Thank you.
I figured it worked. Mr. Manning publishes the real deal.
Hello, Father.
Hey. Why aren't you at your mother's wedding?
You know, actually, I should be at her wedding.
Oh, so you need to borrow the plane?
Save the fuel.
Oh, thank God. Have you seen...
I know you know that Tomas is missing.
And now I know that you know that I know.
I think you had something to do with it.
What is wrong with you? How can you even say that man's name?
I can say it because he's standing right there. That. Look at him. That's Faison.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Yeah, it is insane. You know, it also happens to be the truth.
I don't even know how to respond to this.
Do yourself a favor and don't bother. Stop making this woman's life a misery and just tell her who you really are.
So?
So what?
Well, did you like it?
I mean, I don't know if that's the word.
It's okay if you didn't.
I'm glad you said that because I didn't like it. I loved it.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh my God, I hate you.
No, you don't.
You're right. I don't.
Look, I'm telling you, Molly. Once this book gets published, you're gonna be famous.
Mr. Manning never got back to me, which means he probably hated it. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm looking at you like what?
You're looking at me like you're all wounded.
I am wounded. It's not enough that Carly thinks that I might have killed Delgado, but you think so too?
And you're so surprised. After you made Tomas disappear once before.
Okay, well, look how that turned out.
And you gave Taya a baby that wasn't hers.
You're changing the subject. That's not fair. But just so we're clear, once again, I had the best of intentions.
As you always do. So, what was it? What was your reasoning this time? Did you get rid of Tomas to save Mom from making another huge mistake?
The huge mistake would have been to marry that slug. But I didn't have anything to do with Tomas's disappearance, if that's really even his name. You know, Sky Chandler and Carly, they think that he's somebody named Lorenzo Alcazar.
And Mom doesn't believe that.
No, of course not, because then she'd have to admit that she's wrong all along. Okay, you know what? Who cares? The loser's gone. Let's just call it an early Christmas present.
The wedding is not off.
Oh,
It is postponed until Mom, Taya, or Sky find Tomas, or until he's done with his CIA assignment.
You're being ridiculous. Cut it out. Your mom is too smart. She's gonna figure it out.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, what?
You honestly think you're going to get Mom back?
It's that obvious.
I don't think you understand what happened to me, Johnny. I was tied up, I was gagged, interrogated. Sonny brutalized me.
You don't look any worse for wear.
Emotional scars. What, meanwhile, you're just what, going about your business?
Yeah, pretty much.
No concern. Nothing.
I was concerned. I was concerned that you would come back. Oh, by the way, while you were gone, nobody called for you. Nobody came around looking for you. Nobody cares about you, Connie.
You're some husband. Hoping his wife ends up in a ditch somewhere?
Yeah, ditch, harbor, Pine Barrens, as long as I could find my way back to Carly.
You kidnapped Connie.
Just for a few days.
Oh, wow. What the hell were you
I
thinking?
wanted to get my fiance back. I thought if I could get Connie along with the psychiatrist, that he could get through to Kate.
How'd that work out?
Not very good because she headbutted the guy. I don't know how, because she was tied up to a chair.
You had her tied up and Michael walked in?
No, when Michael walked in, the psychiatrist had left. It was just me and Connie. I was very close, Carly, to getting through.
And so what, Michael walked in and ruined all this for
He
you?
just misread the whole situation.
The situation is you were holding a woman against her will. You're lucky you're not in jail, Sonny.
Michael threatened to turn me in
Why didn't he?
because he didn't want to feel what he did before when you called the cops on AJ. He didn't want to do the same thing.
Okay, you realize you just played right into AJ's hands, right? He paints himself as the victim. He tells Michael that I'm the liar. You're the vicious thug who kidnaps people and holds them against their will and threatens them. You just proved to Michael you're exactly who AJ says
I was
you
just
are.
trying to help Kate, and I didn't know that Michael was going to walk in with
He didn't walk in, Sonny. He walked in, and I'll give you one guess to where he's headed.
I assume we're talking about Sonny. So what do you do?
Details aren't important. But you're right about him using force to get what he wants. I was this close to turning him in.
I'm sorry.
Come on, you don't care if he goes to prison.
Michael, what I care about is your happiness. So for what it's worth, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I hope you and Sonny work it out.
Thanks.
Hi. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. The now rich and still formidable Alice let me in.
All right, so let's hear it. Am I heading to prison?
Faison is dead. He's been dead for years, Robert.
That's what we all thought about this guy. But think about this. There were 2 explosions. We all survived one of them.
Yeah, barely. It took me years to recover.
Faison survived the Port Charles explosion, then spent the rest of the time assuming Lavery's identity.
You can't be serious about this.
I've never been more serious in my life. Look, I didn't plan on bringing this to you yet until I had proof without a doubt. That's why I'm here.
Illegally.
Getting evidence.
You bring all this to me. You invoke a man who nearly destroyed our lives. He took us away from Robin when she needed us. And you don't have anything to back it up?
I have plenty to back it up. And I can prove that this man is Faison.
I know you, and you are envisioning this magical reunion with Mom, and it's not going to happen.
Envisioning anything?
She's going to get back together with Tomas. She loves him.
No, she loves who she thinks he is.
And say if he is Tomas, they could be married in a couple of weeks or days.
Or not at all.
Dad, look at me right now. I don't want you to do this to yourself. You're going to get hurt again.
Oh, I get it. Aww.
What are you, what?
Well, that's sweet. You're not really worried about me. I get it. Blair talked to you. She asked you to get me to back off just a little bit.
Mom is so worried about Tomas, she hasn't thought about you for 1 second.
Wow. Don't sugarcoat it.
That does remind me, I actually came to talk to you about something else.
Yeah?
How much did you love Molly's manuscript?
Molly.
Yes. Molly Davis, Dad. I gave you her novel to read.
Right. Yeah, I didn't get to it.
Oh, did I hurt your feelings?
Why are you being so hateful? I thought thought we came to some kind of truce.
Truce? I don't want a truce. Okay, I want out. I want out of this life, out of this marriage. And for one blissful second, I thought for sure that you were gone. I thought that I had gotten my wish. Why couldn't you just stay gone?
You keep talking, Johnny boy. I'll do some talking of my own.
Oh, here come the threats.
No threats. Just the facts. I did not kill Star Manning's family. You did. So you better lay off of me or I'm going to tell everybody the truth.
I didn't think it was possible. Michael said he read about him.
No.
Oh, he came in, he sees Connie tied up, and...
Someone, you're surprised he's shocked? He's probably telling AJ all about it right now.
I will talk to Michael.
AJ's not an idiot. He's going to use this to turn Michael against us. Was it worth it? Trying to get Connie to give up Kate? Does it justify losing your son?
You were with the DA for a long time.
Thank you. Well, it was quite the list of charges we had to trudge through.
And?
It helps that most of your key witnesses are now deceased. For instance, your father, whom you almost killed.
Yeah, I know, I was there.
Your brother,
We don't
who
know if Jason's gone
is
yet.
presumably dead.
So, were you able to get the attempted murder charges dropped?
It's a work in progress. But nothing I am not able to handle. The kidnapping charges, however, that's quite the different story.
Hey, look, I'm the one he kidnapped. What if I don't testify?
Wait a second, Michael, you'd be willing to do that for me?
If I don't testify, they don't have a case, do they?
Except you weren't the only victim. AJ conspired with Faith Roscoe to also take Morgan and Christina. And I will bet every shoe in my closet that Sonny and Alexis and Carly have neither forgiven nor forgotten.
Yeah, the DA doesn't want to go to trial. See, they have to put me on the stand. I'm the only one old enough to testify about the kidnapping because Morgan and Christina were too young. So can we use that as leverage for some kind of a deal?
Our best option is to give the DA something that they really want in exchange.
My freedom. For what?
For someone who's a bigger criminal than you could ever hope to be.